If you're a man over 60, this might be something no one's ever told you. Tired mornings, low drive, loose bedroom performance, erection problems, feeling like you're just fading with age. What if the real issue isn't age, but what's missing from your plate? More specifically, fruit. There are 3 everyday fruits that can naturally recharge your energy, revive your performance, and support your health without pills, side effects, or long waits. And they're right in your grocery store. I'm Dr. Cinnamon, a men's health specialist with over 30 years of experience helping men reclaim their strength, drive, and confidence. And what I'm about to share has nothing to do with testosterone shots or pharmaceuticals. It's about real food, the kind your body recognizes as fuel. Too many men accept decline as destiny. But what if you could fight back with fruit? Let's start with the first one. It's not a trendy powder or imported miracle food. It's simple, powerful, overlooked. I'm talking about pomegranate. Science now supports what ancient cultures always knew. Pomegranate is a symbol of strength and vitality. It supports the prostate, boosts circulation, and helps restore performance in the areas older men care about most. I'll never forget George, 72. He sat in my office and quietly said, "Doc, I just don't feel like the man I used to be." Intimacy felt like a memory. His energy was gone. His confidence had faded. But what George didn't realize was that his biggest problem wasn't age. It was blood flow. And nature already had a solution. Just 6 ounces of pure pomegranate juice each morning. That's all I told him to try. 2 weeks later, he walked back into my office, a new man. Same face, different energy. He stood taller. He smiled more. He even joked that his wife was looking at him a little differently. There was no magic, no medicine, just fruit waking up his biology from the inside out. Pomegranates don't make bold claims. They're not flashy, but they work supporting the heart, blood vessels, prostate, and yes, performance. So before you grab the pills, grab a pomegranate. It was made by nature for strength, recovery, and resilience. And that was just fruit number 1. Now let's talk about another forgotten superfood this time, a green one. One that helps boost testosterone naturally without clinics, injections, or prescriptions. Most men walk past it daily, but it holds the key to male energy. Meet the avocado. I remember Harold, 68, healthy, retired. He leaned in and said, "Doc, I just don't feel like a man anymore." He'd lost his drive, felt slower, even visible. But like many men, he didn't realize it was testosterone. And testosterone isn't just a hormone. It's a feeling. It's that fire in your gut when you wake up. It's the confidence in your voice, the power in your handshake, the passion in your presence. Most men feel it fade after 60. But there's a way to bring it back naturally. Half an avocado a day. That's all it takes. Avocados are rich in healthy fats, exactly what your body needs to produce testosterone. They're also packed with zinc and magnesium, essential for male hormone balance. And most importantly, they contain vitamin B6, which helps reduce cortisol, the stress hormone that kills testosterone. Harold added half an avocado to his breakfast. After 1 week, he came back more alive, more grounded, more present. He slept better, smiled more, and that inner fire flickered back to life. The world we live in today is full of short-term fixes for men's decline. Synthetic gels, pills, injections. But here's the truth. Your body was never broken. It simply needed the right fuel. And one of the best, most natural sources of that fuel is the humble avocado. This creamy fruit is more than a testosterone booster. Its high potassium content also supports heart health and helps control blood pressure. But the best part, there's no prep, no complex plan. Just eat half an avocado a day and your biology starts to shift. Now add in small changes, deep breathing, a little daily movement, and better sleep. And suddenly you create a hormonal environment that works with you, not against you. It's not just about testosterone. It's about bringing you back, the strong, focused man with presence and purpose. Testosterone isn't about adolescence. It's about vitality, about living with energy, clarity, and control. An avocado, it's one of the most underrated tools we have to restore that. Harold's story isn't unique. I've seen dozens of men regain energy and confidence by simply adding this one fruit to their day. No hype, no noise, just a quiet shift that changes everything. When your hormones rebalance, everything changes. Your mood, your connection with your partner, your sleep, your metabolism. But testosterone alone isn't enough. It's the engine. You still need a spark. And that spark is energy. And that's exactly what the next fruit delivers. It's simple, sweet, and overlooked. It gives your body the kind of energy no supplement ever could. Let's talk about one of the most underappreciated fruits every man over 60 should be eating. And odds are you already have it at home. Banana, the energy igniter, an artery protector. A few years ago, I met Walter, 73 years old, a former school principal, a father of 3, and proud of staying active. But when he walked into my office, he looked worn down. He said, "Doc, I feel tired all the time, not just in my body, but in my mind and spirit too." This wasn't sadness. It was exhaustion. The spark was gone. So I asked him a simple question. When was the last time you had a breakfast that actually gave you energy? He paused and said, "Honestly, Doc, I usually skip breakfast." And that was it. The missing link. After 60, the body doesn't just wake up. It needs support. Fuel. Fuel that connects to your brain, heart, and bloodstream. That's where bananas come in. Yes, the everyday banana. Most men overlook it as basic, but I consider it essential. Rich in potassium, magnesium, and B vitamins, bananas do far more than prevent cramps. Behind the scenes, they relax your blood vessels, protect your arteries, and fuel your cells with energy at the core level. I told Walter to start simple. 1 banana, a glass of water, and a spoon of nut butter in the morning. Within days, he felt the difference. He said, "I feel more stable. I don't crash mid-morning anymore." Bananas also support your body's natural rhythm. They reduce stress, stabilize blood sugar, and improve your mood thanks to tryptophan, which increases serotonin. When your energy flows steadily, life feels easier. Thinking clearly, walking purposefully, engaging fully, and yes, performing better. Because cardiovascular health is key to male performance. Banana's potassium helps your blood vessels stay open so blood can flow exactly where it needs to. And blood pressure, more stable, less strain, more flow. No prep, no blender, no recipes. Just peel and eat. It digests easily, travels well, and delivers real results. I always tell my patients, if you want consistent energy, start with consistent habits. And a daily banana. That's one of the best. 2 weeks after Walter made the change, his wife called to thank me. Not just for the fruit, but for bringing her husband back. Because energy is everything. Nothing else works without it. You feel your body reconnecting as you rebuild layer by layer. Now, imagine this. What if you combined all 3 fruits, pomegranate, avocado, and banana, every single day? What if you fueled your body with foods it understands and watched it transform? In the next part, I'll show you exactly how to use them together to restore your strength, your drive, and the confidence you thought was long gone. Let's talk about something powerful. What happens when you stop treating your body like it's broken and start fueling it like it's rebuilding? I've seen it countless times. Men in their 60s, 70s, even 80s, walk into my office feeling exhausted, disoriented. They believe they've crossed a line they can't come back from. But then something small changes. It starts with a single adjustment. Breakfast improves, a fruit gets added, and suddenly the flame they thought had gone out starts to flicker again. This is the truth most people miss. It's not just about the individual fruits. It's about how they work together. When you use them daily with intention and consistency, something incredible happens. Fruits like bananas, avocados, and pomegranates might seem simple, but for the aging male body, each one fills a critical gap. Pomegranate restores blood flow and supports the prostate. Avocado nourishes your hormones, helping testosterone rise naturally, without stress or chemicals. Banana provides clean, steady energy that powers your mind, heart, and cells in a way no pill ever could. Circulation, hormones, energy. One of my longtime patients, Richard, 69, said it best. "I didn't just feel better. I felt like myself again. Like my body remembered how it's supposed to work." And that's exactly what it is. These fruits don't add anything unnatural. They simply unlock what was always inside you, hidden under years of stress, bad habits, and processed food. You don't need miracle powders, injections, or expensive treatments. What your body craves after 60 is real food with real nutrients. And when you combine these 3 fruits into a daily habit, you ignite something remarkable. Better digestion, stable testosterone, stronger blood flow, deeper sleep, and yes, renewed bedroom confidence. But this isn't about trying to become a younger man. It's about becoming the best version of you right now. Because age doesn't define strength. Alignment does. When your blood, hormones, and energy come into balance, you feel it. You wake up with purpose. You speak with confidence. You move with clarity. You reconnect with your partner and yourself. I've guided countless men through this process. It's not complicated. No pressure. No gimmicks. Just food. Real natural food as medicine. What always surprises me is how quickly the body responds once you give it what it's been quietly asking for. And here's the most important part. It's never too late. Whether you're 60, 70, or even 85, you can start reversing the damage by feeding your body properly. And it starts with something as basic yet powerful as a slice of fruit. If you've listened this far, you're not just curious, you're committed. And in the final part of this video, I'll give you a simple, clear strategy you can start using tomorrow morning. It's time to reclaim your strength, energy, and vitality. Because after 30 years in men's health, I can tell you this. Men don't fall apart from age. They fall apart from giving up. Too many good men buy into the myth that their best years are behind them. They settle for sluggish mornings, low desire, and foggy thinking as if it's all normal. But I've seen the truth again and again. Give the body the support it needs, and it will repair. That's why our journey started with the fruit of circulation, the pomegranate. Because without blood flow, nothing else works. Men who feel desire but can't perform often discover the root issue. Stiff arteries and weak vessels. But with daily pomegranate, those channels open up and vitality returns. Next came the silent powerhouse avocado. Working quietly in the background, it supports your testosterone, calms stress, and brings back the grounded strength you thought was gone. This doesn't shout for attention. It doesn't come in a bottle or promise instant change. But for many men, that quiet inward shift, the return of hormonal balance, is where everything begins. Then comes the banana. Simple, familiar, and often overlooked. It feeds your brain, your muscles, and your heart. It gives you steady, clean energy, not a crash, but a calm power that carries you through your day. And when your energy is strong, you show up better. For your relationships, your work, and yourself. These three fruits, pomegranate, avocado, and banana, aren't just food. They're a foundation, and I believe every man over 60 should start there. You're not chasing youth. You're reclaiming vitality. And that begins with how you care for yourself. Not just with what you eat, but with what you believe. You have to believe that strength can return. That connection is still possible. That things can get better. Hundreds of men from their 60s to their 80s have walked this path with me. And I've seen the results with my own eyes. Their posture changes. Their tone becomes stronger. Their eyes light up again. Their spouses note it. Their confidence returns, not because of miracles, but because of one simple truth. Your body wants to help you. It just needs your help in return. If this message resonated with you, please don't wait. Not someday. Not when you feel ready. Start now. Eat the foods that restore you. Choose the habits that build energy. And decide to live your life as a strong man you still are, because your story isn't over. This is just a new chapter, and you get to write it.